Salam sejahtera to doctor and my fellow friend. My name is Kelvin Pangjahao and my metric number is AF220103. I'm from Group 3 in Highway Engineering project. So in this project, our title is to determine 3 pavement distress at 1 km route at Taman Pari, Semadan. So now I'm going to explain about the introduction of highway engineering. So what is highway engineering? Highway engineering is concerned with the design, construction, operation and maintenance of highway, roads, pavement and other forms of transportation infrastructure. So next, the basic purpose of highway engineering is to ensure people and products are transported safely and effectively on the roads. So lastly, pavements are built to adjust traffic force, weather and temperature variation in the passage of times. So there are two types of pavement that we have learned during the class, which is rigid pavement and also flexible pavement. So now let's talk about the rigid pavement. For rigid pavement, the main material is Portland cement, concrete and also other elements. So it is very resistant to deformation. This property is very expensive in construction. So it is only consists of 2 or 3 layers, which is subgrade, subbase, and also concrete slab. The Portland cement make it very high strength and does not have any load distribution. So now let's talk about the flexible pavement. So the main material for flexible pavement is alpha, concrete, and also other material. It will bend and deflect due to the traffic load, and it is very low construction cost compared to the rigid pavement. So it consists of 5 layers, which is subgrade, subbase, base, and also wearing and bearing cost. So it is low strength compared to the rigid pavement, and it has load distribution by layer to the layer. Next, the objective of the research is to determine the pavement condition index (PCI) and 3 types of distress along 1 km route at Taman Pari Semadan. The second objective is to provide a suitable method to improve the road pavement condition based on the pavement condition index (PCI). There are many types of the pavement distress, but now I will showing you 4 types of the distress. First is cracking. Cracking is caused by the thermal expansion, contraction, and also poor pavement design. The second one is rutting. Rutting is the deformation of road surface. It is caused by heavy traffic load, poor mix design, and also unstable subgrade. The third one is pothole. Pothole is produced by a combination of water penetration, freeze-thaw cycle, and also traffic loading. The last distress is depression. Depression is caused by moisture infiltration, insufficient of the pavement thickness, and also lack of compaction of the asphalt, stone base, or soil. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Imran Shakir bin Hussein. My metric number is DF220167. So I will explain the methodology we use in this project. So the first step is we study the project instruction and we understand the requirement for this project. And the second step is we choose the study area. The third step is we choose the road distress which has the most failure. And the fourth step is we classify the road failure. The fifth step in this methodology is we collect the data and we determine the PCI value index. And the last step, we start the project report. Next one, we moving on to the PCI calculation. What is PCI calculation? It is the calculation of the pavement condition index PCI involve a systematic evaluation of distresses observed on the pavement surface. The process typically includes the following steps. So the first step is visual inspection, distress identification, distress severity ratings, weakening factor, distress area calculation, condition ratings, overall PCI calculation, and the last one is weighted average PCI. So this PCI calculation using a set of ASTM curves. The density data are converted to dV and corrected deduct value CdV in this context. The PCI value is determined using an iterative process. The research generates a numerical value between 0 and 100, where 100 represent the best possible scenario and the 0 represent the worst case scenario.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. So today I will present about discussion and recommendation for our project. So for section 1, which has 0.1 kilometer to 0.2 kilometer, it has a edge cracking. Hi and Assalamualaikum. So today I will present about discussion and recommendation for our project. So for the section 1, which is from 0.1 kilometer to 0.2 kilometer, it has a type of distress edge cracking, land or shoulder drop off, joint reflection cracking, and also potholes. According to the result, the PCI value obtained is 18, indicating that this section of road from 0.1 kilometer to 0.2 kilometer of 1 kilometer survey road is in a serious condition. Therefore, this road should undergo a process of reconstruction as the subgrade layer is proven to fail to support the load from the traffic and may bring harm to the vehicle and injuries to the road user. For the section 2, which is from 0.2 km to 0.3 km, it has a edge cracking, longitudinal and transverse cracking, alligator cracking, and also a potholes cracking. For section 2, which cover from 0.2 km to 0.3 km, it has a 10 value for PCI. Is it in a failed condition? The maintenance activity that is required for this value of PCI is reconstruction. This construction is involving the complete removal and replacement of the pavement structure becomes essential to address not only surface distress but also the underlying structural problem leading to the observed deflection. So for the section 3, which is covered from 0.4 km to 0.5 km, it has a type of distress edge cracking, alligator cracking, joint reflection cracking, and lastly is a potholes. A pavement condition index PCI score of 6 for the segment between 0.5 km to 0.5 km. 0.4 km to 0.5 km. It shows that the road is in a failed condition. Therefore, this road should undergo a process of reconstruction as the subgrade layer is proven to fail to support the load from the traffic and may bring harm to the vehicle and maybe injuries the road user. For the section 4, which covers from 0.6 to 0.7 km, it has a depression, alligator cracking, longitudinal, transverse, and cracking. A pavement condition index PCI score of 38 for the road segment between 0.6 and 0.7 km indicates that the road is in very poor condition. According to established guidelines, PCI of 38 suggests that the road requires a major rehabilitation or deferred action. Major rehabilitation typically involves significant repair and improvement measures to address the observed distress and restore the pavement to a more satisfactory condition. For the last section is section 5, which covers from 0.8 km to 0.9 km. It has a type of distress depression, alligator cracking, longitudinal and transverse cracking, and lastly is lane or shoulder drop off. A pavement condition index PCI score of 6 for the segment between 0.8 km to 0.9 km. It has a 20 value for PCI and it is in a serious condition. So for the serious condition, the only maintenance that we have is reconstruction maintenance. Often simply referred to as reconstruction is a comprehensive and major form of pavement maintenance aimed at restoring a roadway to a new or nearly new condition. This process involves the complete removal and replacement of the existing pavement structure.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Al-Qudri bin Baharum, number metric DF220071, and today I will be present about conclusion. In conclusion, the urgency of addressing the roadway's serious condition is paramount given its significant impact on both road safety and the local community. Immediate repairs targeting issues such as potholes and structural defects are imperative to swiftly rectify hazard and prevent further deterioration, emphasizing the need for continuous monitoring and timely intervention. The study underscores the importance of implementing a well-structured maintenance program. This proactive approach not only safeguards road user but also optimizes the road overall condition. By justifying route selection and recommending suitable maintenance and rehabilitation measures, the research aims to elevate the pavement quality index, ensuring a sustainable, safe, and enduring road infrastructure for the community. That's all for me. Thank you.